Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're able to continue where we left off now. Hurrah.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around?
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you? Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth, so how about we give our heads a rest? Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow. Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely. Why?
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably
Why
did
y'all trying to
at
sleep
one
like
point.
that?
All that stuff was taken from me, though. Or maybe erased?
By whispers?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Bringing this up early.
Cloud, you up?
Cloud, you could have took one for the team and slept on this couch. Aaron's a big dude. You could have fit well enough on the couch. He could have slept on the bed. First shame. Gotta look around this room, make sure there's nothing in here to pick up or anything.
Sorry, did I wake you?
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Great, but not here. Follow me.
See, all this I don't mind. Like the conversation between Tifa and Aerith.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she? Or rather, what is she?
Let's talk about Aerith.
Pardon me, sir, but you don't look very well. An old war wound acting up, perhaps? If so, I can certainly empathize. I myself fought for the company once upon a time, and my body's never let me forget it. It's been a good many years since I served, but still feels like yesterday. Might I suggest retiring to your room for the evening? It's been a good many years since I served, but still feels like yesterday.
Yeah, although this stuff that we've seen so far hasn't or wasn't in the original, this is stuff I don't mind being here in this remake. Like the Aerith and Tifa conversation is kind of just something I could view as, or I could have viewed as an unseen conversation that took place in the original game. And even this, I could just see this as an untold event that happened in the original game that you just skip over.
Do you think Midgar's over there? Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter? Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough? After you left, Zangan found me. He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river. Wasn't just him, though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again? In fact, where have you been this whole time? For 5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't.
He was just a mercenary for 5 years.
Sorry, I just
traveling the world.
need some space.
Mercenarian. But yeah, this is nice. I think this is a nice addition. This part right here. Because it is never said like what Cloud was supposedly doing in the 5 years between the Nibelheim incident and when the game starts. I just kind of like to think that it's understood that Cloud was just being a mercenary, just
I thought we could just pick up where we left
doing
off.
mercenary stuff.
Like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Damn. Okay, I think let's pump the brakes here. I think man, Tifa really did not like Cloud questioning. Is it because I went through your closet in the flashback? That's what this really is about, isn't it? Shit. Should have kept that to ourselves, Cloud. Oh, Red 13 is still not in the party. Yeah, maybe Red 13 isn't a playable character in this game as well. It would be kind of hard to have Red 13 be a playable character. I think it's doable. I think you can do it, but I don't care at all if Red 13 is not a playable character, him or Kate Sith. And if they are just relegated to non-controllable party members. Hopefully Yuffie, Vincent, and Sid will all be playable. But who knows, maybe Red 13 that will become playable. I just feel that seeing that strongly hints that he's not playable in this game, but he still might be, you never know. Maybe the game's just waiting to kind of reveal him to be playable. Because those characters we saw right here, these characters we see all here are playable in 7 Remake. So maybe the game just has them shown here because we already know they're playable. We've already played as them. So I still think there is hope for Red 13 being playable. Yeah, I do think Tifa kind of got a little too butthurt there. I mean, she has a strong reason to question Cloud because Cloud is not telling them the truth, whether he means to or not. But as soon as Cloud questions her on something, a little bit, she got all worked up about it.
Might I suggest retiring to your room for the evening?
Just all calm down and work things out. I don't know why Cloud says, I can't tell you that. Like, why can't you tell Tifa? You quit Shinra. Fuck Shinra. I don't understand what the big secret is. All you had to say, I was just traveling the world being a mercenary.
You two fight.
No.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night.
Tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is a new day. And now we begin chapter 2.
What's this?
A gift from our humble establishment. Though it may not look like much, it should help you to break the ice with those you meet.
Queen's blood?
Oh my god. It's just... What is this? Like a Fort Condor, triple, triad combination. Queen's blood. I'll fuck with this for a little bit. See what it's about. See all what you win from doing it. I know the intermission DLC of 7 Remake had the Fort Condor board game. And that's short enough in the DLC to want to do, and you are rewarded for seeing it through. You're rewarded pretty well in that DLC. But other games like Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, that have their card games, there's no point. Well, there is a point to doing them. Really, just an 8 though. There's a point to do them for the card game itself. Like, play the card game, win more cards. But in 9, there's not a point to doing the card game outside of the card game. I don't think you win anything that can help you in the actual game of Final Fantasy IX outside the card game. The only one exception I can think of is in the middle of the game where you're forced to do that small tournament. If you can win it, you get something. But yeah, 8, it is kind of worthwhile doing the card game, because you can, when you collect cards, you can turn those cards into different items or magic spells. If you get a junction ability from one of your summons, yeah, you can do that, and that can be worthwhile for sure. But yeah, we'll definitely mess around with this. I don't know if this is something I'm gonna fuck with the whole game. Yeah, me personally, when I first played 8 and 9, I did fuck around with the card games quite a bit, but every time I replay 8 or 9, I barely mess with the card game, if at all. Like I said, there's a part in Final Fantasy IX where you're forced to play it for a small tournament, and you have to win the first 2 matches. Like, if you lose one of the first 2 matches, you'll have to redo it and keep redoing it till you win. The 3rd match you can lose, but it's good to win it because you'll get an item, get something. I can't remember what. I think it's an accessory or something. But people like to shit on the part in Final Fantasy IX where it forces you to play the card game. I don't think it's a big deal at all, and it is winnable. The tournament is winnable without touching the card game in 9, which the card game in 9 is called Tetramaster, right? I think, yeah. Because I've done it. I've beaten the card game in Final Fantasy IX without touching it previously. I won the first 2 matches, didn't have to redo them, and I won the 3rd match. Whoa. Just like card chess. I like restart this tutorial? Yeah. I'm still not really getting this game at all. Each player takes turns placing a card on the board in one of the 3 lanes that span from left to right. First, try placing a card on one of the highlighted tiles adorned with an emerald pawn. Once a card is placed, its power is added to your lane total. Okay. New positions will also be added to the board. Tiles with emerald pawns upon which you can place cards. Right. The yellow number is in the top right corner of the card is its power, while positions of the card will add to the board are indicated by the yellow squares in the graphic at the bottom. I don't understand what having multiple pawns in a spot does that. Next, place a card so that one of its yellow tiles overlaps with one of your existing positions. Positions tiles overlaps with the position you control, the position rises in rank, and there are 2 pawns on that tile now. That position is rank 2. Oh, well, I see. So now I can put a 2 there. But I still can't put a 3 there. Can I still put a 1 there if I wanted to, though? Cards can only be placed on positions equal to or higher than their rank, which is denoted by the number of pawns in the top left corner of the card. Thus, in order to play more powerful cards, you will have to raise the rank of your positions. Okay. As you now have a rank 2 position, try placing a rank 2 card on it. Good one. That's a rank 3. When one of your cards' position overlaps with one of your opponents, you claim that position is yours. Note, however, that claiming position will not raise its rank. You can keep track of who's winning a lane by looking at the point totals on each side of the board. The numbers on the left represent your power, while the ones on the right represent your opponents. You may notice that some cards have tiles with red borders. These are the tiles that are affected by the card's ability. Place cards effectively to make the most of their abilities and amass more powerful of their abilities and amass more power and more lanes than your opponent. In the event you cannot place a card, you can pass with triangle. When both players pass consecutively, the game will end. think I'm gonna care for this too much. Raise the power of allied cards on affected tiles by 2 while this card is in play. Okay. Put that there. Wow, I can put this here? I think I lose this. Plus, my 9 is just so much higher. So, 9 plus 3 plus 4. 16. 7 plus 5 plus 3 is 15. So do I win by 1? Or since he has more lanes than me, he wins. Once the game is over, each player's score is tabulated. Only the player with the higher power in a lane has the power added to their score. I see. In other words, no matter how high your power in a lane may be, if it is less than your opponent's power in the same lane, it will not count toward your score. After calculating the winner for each lane and adding their lane scores up, the player with the higher total score wins. So I'll lose this. Oh, we tied. No, wait, no, yeah, I lost. That concludes the Queen Blood's tutorial. Wow, you lost the tutorial. You suck. You can add more cards to your collection by winning them off other players or purchasing booster packs from shops. In your quest to amass cards, you may even end up becoming the best player on the planet. You're off to a horrible start, though. I don't want to go through this fucking tutorial again. We'll fuck with it some more though. physics thing there? Sure can. Cloud's equipment is still locked right now. Cloud is only level 15 here. They switched that up from remake to this game. And the remake you hit R1, or was it L1? R1 or L1 to look at everybody's materia at once, but this game is the touchpad. Shiva. I'm giving Cloud lightning, the lightning materia. I'm giving Aerith healing. I could go ahead and download, go to like the downloadable content menu, and get those DLC summons, like Leviathan is one. But you know what? I'm gonna hold off on doing that to like a Yuffie in the party, because it would make sense to, when Yuffie joins the party, we get the Leviathan summon. Well, actually, it wouldn't make sense because my party had Leviathan in the last game, but also the summon I was thinking about was Ramuh, because she got Ramuh in the intermission DLC for remake, so it makes sense to get those summons when Yuffie joins the party. It still kind of makes sense to get the Leviathan summon when Yuffie joins the party, because I mean Leviathan is like the summon her people, the people from Utai kind of worship or honor. So I think, yeah, I think I mentioned this back when I played her DLC and remake, but it would make more sense for the summon I got with Yuffie to be Leviathan and not Ramuh. Instead, we got Ramuh, and yeah, we got Ramuh in the base game. Yeah, saying all this equipment is locked in. I mean, I guess I don't have anything to replace it with. All those enemies we scanned in the flashback are still scanned here. Yeah, I think people like Triple Triad because it was simple. Simple but effective. Simple but fun. And then Tetramaster and 9 just kind of made things more complicated than they needed to be, and I kind of feel like this game is doing the same. Maybe other people
Good morning, sir.
disagree with me.
I must apologize for not introducing myself to you earlier. I'm Broden, the owner of this inn. Your companions have all stepped out. Oh, but Barrett left a message he wanted me to pass along to you. You missed roll call, soldier boy. Luckily, you're on leave for the day. Don't waste it, though. Get your equipment checked ASAP. Sound advice? Perhaps a trip to the arms dealer is in order?
Good idea.
By the way, Cloud, do you have any folios on you?
Yeah.
In that case, you might also want to pay a visit to Magnata Books. They have stores all over, but the first official one was built here in Calm. And their resident scholars are remarkably talented. If you want to unlock the true potential of your folios, you should go see them. The first customization is always free. Calm's a simple but beautiful town. Take your time, see the sights. Get your folios and weapons inspected yet? Calm's a simple but beautiful town.
What the hell is a folia? Now I can. Look at this stuff. Well, damn, Barrett, you don't need the leather bracer.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai, and has begun investigations into the matter.
Wait, now hold up. That sounded like the stuff that was happening in Zack's universe.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra
So is that saying, is that telling me that all that stuff actually did happen in this universe? And
weather warfare, perpetrated by the
Zack
infamous
was-
insurgent group known
Zack
as
solved
Avalanche. The
Barrett and
administration also suspects
Tifa and
the
Inherit's unconscious bodies back at Midgar.
into the matter.
Especially after he insisted I focus exclusively on...
What? I mean, I can think of any other explanation to that. Are like universes colliding here?
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series
Take your
of
time,
crises.
see the
Multiple
sights.
reactor bombings, followed
Get your
by
folios
the
and
Sector
weapons
7
inspected
plate,
yet?
culminating in this unprecedented
We'll just have to see how it all plays out.
Rough day yesterday, huh?
You've been waiting for me?
I've been waiting for a chance to thank you properly. Without your help, I'd still be in Hojo's clutches, trapped in that lab.
Was nothing.
Even so, I owe you a debt. Until it's paid, I'm going to accompany you.
Red 13, join the party. We got experience points.
Oh,
Party level.
if you're getting your equipment checked, have them check mine while you're at it.
Sure thing. The Rook's got a backbone.
Overcoming challenges, helping people in need, and exploring the world will deepen your party's bonds, thereby increasing your party level. The higher this level, the more skills and abilities will be available in your folios. So is Red 13 playable though? They gave me an HP up material, but they didn't equip it to anybody. I'm gonna move that to Cloud right now, Red 13, if you don't mind. Who has the worst HP? Seems to be Aerith. Seems about right. Just give it to Tifa for now. I don't know if the game's only gonna let me have 3 party members at a time, or if actually everybody can fight all at once. That I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But right now, I'll just keep the materia spread out. Ooh, Red 13 has a summon materia as well. Ifrit. Now, I'm gonna keep the summon materias with people that have their respected magic element materia. What I mean is, Aerith has the wind materia, so let her have Chocobo and Moogle, which should be a wind summon, right? Yeah, wind damage. Yep. So I'm gonna give Ifrit. I'm gonna give Ifrit to Barret. I'll give Shiva to Tifa. That even rhymes.
Our inspection team conducts routine surveys of Midgar's reactors. Or we used to. Goes without saying the bombings put a hard stop to all that. I live for the on-site work. Job's just not the same without it.
It took me long enough, but I finally went.
Fucking
and got myself
cactar.
a cat. He's so cute. My camera roll's filling up.
I feel that. I'm the same way with my dog. I just gotta snap a pic of everything he does. I know, right? I swear I have like 1,000,000 photos of Cacti. Wanna see him? I'm telling you, she's adorable.
How did you even get your hands on a cactuar? They're not local, right?
Morning.
Morning.
Everyone's kinda off doing their own thing.
I noticed.
Say, this tank remind you of anything?
Looks kind of like the water tower in Nibelheim.
Right? Weird to think how much it meant to me back then, when I was still there.
Where do I go to see their relationships? Push L1. Piece of shit. Press L1 win.
This is such a quiet, peaceful town. Feels a little weird to be taking it easy, though. This is such a quiet, peaceful...
Thanks for nothing there, game. It just says push L1. I'm pushing L1. Nothing's happening. In the original game, was it just green, yellow, and red for magic command and summoning? Was that all? feel like that was it. Then they added blue and purple.
Feels a little weird to be taking it easy, though.
Do those synergy skills with them. That'll improve y'all's relationship. Ah. Well, I guess this is as good a place as any. Gonna end this one here. Until next time.